Welcome back. We have about 100, 303 something now stories going here. Vice narcotics gangs. I found some in my archives. Right now I'm a detective, and I found some back where I wrote them down years ago. So here's one of them. Had about 3 years on, working a special unit, plain clothes, and we're chasing, basically looking for gang members and stuff during the day, or not day, but in the afternoon, 3 o'clock on. And we heard there was a shooting earlier, gang shooting, and one of the cars was a gray 48 Hudson. Okay, I hadn't even seen one. Okay. So we looked it up. This is the old days where you don't have computers. We had to go to actually up to the auto table, and they have all these makes them. So we're looking it up. It's got the sleek back and everything else. I mean, the dang thing was made around when I was born. Crying out loud. Okay. Okay. So we're looking for this. It's a gang car. Okay, fine. So we're driving around the streets, and we go by an alley, and there's a car parked in the alley, and it's a 48 Hudson, and there's 2 guys sitting in it. So we go, oh, we put backup call out. We make a U-turn. We roll in there and jump out with our guns out. Okay. So a couple of juveniles are in there. So we get them out, put them on the ground, cuff them, because we thought we had the guys from the shooting. Patrol guys get there, supervisor gets there, he sees the car, and we got to notice at roll call, so he calls for detectives. Okay, so we got them down, we're searching them, and we find a switchblade knife in one of them. Okay, and it's a misdemeanor to carry one, and especially juveniles not supposed to have it. It's a small crime, it's not a big deal. So double-bladed knife and all that good stuff. Okay, fine. So detectives get there, they're all over that car. And they go, no, this isn't the car. We're looking for certain things on the side. They go, that was a good one, though. Look at us. That's a good stop. It looked really good. How many times did you see the 48 Hudson? I've never seen one. So they're happy. Everybody's happy. Okay, well, we booked the guy with a knife. We took him. He's a juvenile, so we didn't book him. We just took him to the station, processed him, and then returned him to his parents. It wasn't a violent crime, and that was the end of that. Okay, we get a subpoena. 2 weeks. Superior Court handles juveniles. So big-time courts. So we get there. I had a partner, again, early in one of my other stories. He got, somebody yelled there was a spider. He took off running, and he doesn't like spiders. But a big, burly guy, looks like a linebacker, for a football team. He's the one that actually recovered the knife. Okay, fine. So we go to a juvenile trial. It's a judge. It's a courtroom. You have the juvenile, his parent, his attorney, and you have district attorney for us, and that's about it. And we testify. Okay, so testify. I'm sitting there with the DA, and my partner testifies. Everything I told you, what he said in court. Well, this judge was an old, surly, 75-year-old guy, and I don't think he liked being there. Now, here's an example of you can really screw up in court and get lucky you don't have more things happen to you. The judge ruled that our search of the pocket and the stop was unlawful, which means we had no reason to stop them. Okay. And the DA stood up and said, Your Honor, it's 48 Hudson. And we even had copies of the crime report describing the 48 Hudson. Presented that in court. He just sat there. Must have been appointed by Jerry Brown or something. He just sat there. No, I rule in favor of the, okay. And then the DA says, well, can I interview the officer some more in testimony? Oh, okay, go ahead. So part gets on the stand. And he goes, he asked my partner a question. And my partner was not a person that gives curt answers. He likes to ramble on, which is bad in court. You just give the answer, So the judge sometimes takes over the questioning because it's just a court trial. So Bruce is mad because he already knows he's already ruled against him. He's like this, on the stand. Going, oh, no, uh-oh. So then, because he's the quiet one, but sometimes those quiet guys, they pop out, okay? So he gives an answer. And the defense says, Your Honor, this officer's been answering a question. He's vague. I need him to answer directly. And the judge goes, Officer, answer the question yes or no. Now the question needs a no answer. So my partner goes over and he goes, No. Silence. Because the judge asked him to answer the question yes or no. And when he said no, is he saying no to the judge? Or is he saying no to the answer to the question? Nobody knew what that meant. I'm talking 10 seconds of silence. Nobody knows what to do. And I'm going, uh-oh. And he's like this. You could care less. And he goes, the DA saved us. He goes, so you're saying no to the question that I asked you, right? He looks over at the judge. Yes. And they ask him another question. No. I go, oh boy, he's mad because he never talks that way. Okay, so you can come down. So he sits down. The judge, I made my ruling, and that's it, and it cannot be admitted as evidence, and blah blah blah. The case is dropped, and everything. And I'm kind of upset, but this is court. Look at OJ. Who cares? Okay. So my partner doesn't let it go. So there's a long table. Picks up the knife that's wrapped, that's got a tag on it. He goes, here you go, in front of everybody. He slides a knife across the table, right in front of the juvenile. He goes, and judge sitting there, he goes, here you go. Slides it across the table. And they look at him and he goes, go ahead and take it. The judge says you can have the knife, so go ahead and pick it up. Put it in your pocket. That's okay, right? It's illegal, isn't it? I order that knife destroyed. And he looks at DA, and I order you to talk to that officer. And I went, oh, this is not going to go good. And Bruce goes, I don't care. And he sits back down and went, oh, this is not good. You're supposed to be, conduct unbecoming is what they get you for. This is not good. Okay? Funny. Take the knife, right? I mean, he said it's okay to have it. Well, not really okay to have it, just that our stop was unlawful. We didn't have a reason to stop. We had a reason to stop. How many times you ever seen, let me ask you, how many times you ever seen a 48 Hudson? This is 1977. Still didn't see those dang things, okay? So we thought, okay, fine. So the DA, when everybody leaves, he says, do I need to lecture you? And I go, no. I said, and my partner finally goes, yeah, I screwed up. I said, well, he says, just be careful, because you might call your captain and all that good stuff. Okay, fine. So we get in our car, we go back to work, and then he's worried again. Other things, he gets worried, he's worried. He's a man of reason, I'm not. And he goes, and I said, look, man, don't worry about it. If we get called in, we'll tell him what happened. Our captain's this guy was very reasonable. And we'll say, I screwed up. You always say you screwed up. You never say I didn't do it. We're honest here. And this is what I did, this is why I did it. And he'll be fine. It's not a big deal. Never got called in. I guess nobody ever did anything about it. I think they probably figured maybe that was kind of stupid to let that guy keep the knife and just, well, here, take it back. True. Why not? Anyway, so that's our story in 48 Hudson. See you later. Bye-bye.